Well, camp. Hey guys, it is Donovan Lovelock, aka Forbes, aka Big Daddy Forbes if you nasty. I wanted to put together a thank you video. I got the care package you put together, and it was incredible. Obviously, I'm wearing the shirt, first new Sass Eagles shirt I've gotten since 2016, so I wasn't sure if I was ever going to get a new one of these, so I've been taking real good care of the other ones, other than the abuse they suffered during my years on Bourbon Street. The magic notes were very, very special to me, whether they were from those of you I know or those of you who I've never even really gotten the chance to meet. I really appreciate all the well wishes and the prayers. That was awesome. It was truly awesome. And then the generous gift you guys put together for me, I was speechless. I didn't know. It's taken me a couple days to even be able to sit down and put this video together, because there were no words for how to respond to your generosity, and I'm just so thankful and blessed to be part of the SFLTC family, the camp family. We all know what it means to be part of this group. I think Mr. Rowland puts it best when he says, like, if you've experienced it, you can't explain it, and if you've never experienced it, you'll never understand it. This group means everything to me. I've got lifelong friends out of this group. I've got just some of the best memories in my life from camp, and so I'm just so thankful that I have been able to be part of this family. Some of the magic notes, actually, one of them were from students. They were reviews of my camp lesson from this year. I hate that SFLTC 2020 had to be virtual this year, but selfishly, like, I'm glad that it allowed me to teach one more lesson. I hadn't gotten to teach a lesson, I think, since like 2014 was the last time I was in the council room. And so being able to provide a new lesson years kind of after my camp experience, more life experience under my belt, and kind of add that into a lesson to share with our student leaders, that was so special to me. And then, so reading the reviews, I was like, getting a little choked up by that, just because, I mean, that's why we do camp. I think part of it, we just love, I mean, we get a lot out of it, even though we're trying to give a lot to the campers, but sharing our insight, our lessons, I mean, I think we all know that that also helps us. That helps us grow. That helps us kind of take a step back and reflect on our values, our views, what's important to us, and it just helps us, even though we're trying to teach them. In a way, it's also teaching us about ourselves and things that we need to work on and strive to do better at. So, I mean, again, I am so thankful for the care package. It was so special to me. So I wanted to put this video together, kind of introduce myself to those of you who I haven't met. Like I said, my name is Donovan Lovelock. I'm from a little north of Tampa, Spring Hill, Florida. Went to Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School. Went to Florida State for undergrad, and then I went to Tulane Law School in New Orleans, graduated in 2019. So now I practice in Pensacola, Florida. I work for, yep, sorry, a little cut, had room service come by, drop me off a little steak. What's good? Anyways, so now I practice in Pensacola, Florida. I work for a firm actually based out of Miami called Kubicki Draper. So I'm in their Pensacola office, and I've been with them since I graduated. I enjoy it a lot. I've gotten great experience during my first year as a lawyer. even despite the pandemic. I mean, I've actually felt that remote work has been kind of more beneficial to me as a young lawyer. Not having, I'm not a, everyone who knows me knows that I'm not a confrontational person at all. And so it's a lot easier to deal with aggressive and angry people when it's either solely by the phone or via Zoom. So I've enjoyed it. I've had great experience this year. I've learned a lot. My boss is the man. He's really let me take on a lot of responsibilities. And then once everything happened with my diagnosis over the last month, the firm has been outstanding. I mean, work has been the least of my worries. All I ever hear from them is just focus on your health, get better, get back to us. Like, we can't wait to welcome you back. And so I can't be more thankful for that. So my camp story, I was a camper in 2011. I was in J-Mel's council. He was my SC. He filled out my JC application. So shout out J-Mel. Without you doing that, no Forbes. And then I was a JC from 2012 to 2016, head JC in 15 and 16. I had awesome SCs, Kush, Froggy, Bravo, Sandman, just incredible SCs to learn from. I had incredible co-JCs, incredible councils. I learned so much. I mean, my first year actually, first year JC, they roomed me with Butters and Dr. Pepper, and it was their last year as SCs. And so obviously, like, we all knew, like, they were head JCs when I was a camper. They were the coolest people. So I was obviously intimidated, freaked out, and they never made me feel any differently. They always included me, always made sure I felt okay, checked in on me. Stories that won't be shared, but I felt so included and accepted and welcomed. And it was the camp experience. They're the legends for a reason. Like they epitomized what you want camp to be. And so I learned a lot of, obviously, leadership through being a JC, but I also learned a lot of extracurricular things. Learned how to twerk at camp at one of our late night JC sessions, so that made me very popular in New Orleans, so thank you. And then I think we either started or brought back the tradition of getting first year JCs to perform songs for the naming councils, so that way we could kind of give them a chance before camp to show us who they are, show us their personality, get to know them, and so we could get a feel for what the group was going to be like, and just try and make camp fun. I mean, we all love being here. I wish I was at camp. So I have this hat with me because my dad packed it when he was packing me a go bag to come to Houston. He pulled it out when we got here, and I was like, why did you bring that? And he was like, I wanted you to remember that this is part of who you are, and not to lose sight of that when you're going through this upcoming shitty time. And so obviously, you guys know I broke down. I'm a little emo. So I'm glad that he sent that, so that way I could rock it in the Sassy Eagle for this video. But I mean, camp has meant so much to me. It brought me out of my comfort zone. When it was a camper, it was the first time being around so many student leaders and from so many diverse backgrounds. I'm so thankful that I got to do this. I met incredible lifelong friends. As evidenced by the care package you guys put together. And then I've got some gifts that other JCs have sent. Twinkle Toes and Roman, whose wedding it was actually like the last social event that I got to go to in 2020. Went with Dory, Maggie, Ninja, Twinkle Toes, and Roman. They made me some shirts. This is a good one. It says Houston Hottie. Dory sent me a great care package. Some contraband. She included a Smirnoff Ice in the care package, which I think could get me kicked out of the hospital, so I immediately hid that one. But shout out Dory. And Ninja was at the wedding as well. Camp has brought me friends that I'm going to weddings with and for. I've gone to Mardi Gras with almost everyone I just named. One summer, Mango, J-Mel, Froggy, Regina, and 220 came to New Orleans. We had way too much fun. We had way too many hurricanes at Pado's, and I lost my wallet on Frenchman Street. And so the next day was spent with them buying me drinks because I was trying to find my wallet, and I found my wallet. So it was that was a Frenchman Street miracle, and we continued to celebrate. It was awesome. But so now I am at MD Anderson in Houston. I am actually getting discharged, hopefully on this coming Sunday. I keep getting great news. I've got what's called T-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So I've got leukemia in my bone marrow. I've been told it's the good kind of leukemia, which is a weird thing to be told, but I will take that good news. And I just keep getting good news, and I keep getting good results. So I'm going to be living in Houston through April or May as I go through treatment. I was in the hospital since October 8th for this stay, for my first cycle of chemo. But then moving forward, my stays will be monthly, and they'll only be 4 to 5 days, and then the rest of the month will just be going to the clinic 3 times a week for blood work and checkups. So it's gonna be a long road, but I'm very thankful that there's a road, and I'm at the best hospital in the world for cancer for this. Got the best doctors in the world. My doctor is the chair of leukemia for University of Texas Medical Center. I mean, I can't ask for more. I'm very lucky. Literally, I keep saying it, but like literally, other than having cancer, everything else is working out in my favor, and I'm just gonna keep taking the wins and keep staying optimistic. As cliche as it sounds, like it's been a wake-up call. I'm only 27, and so I've got a lot more that I still want to do, and a lot more that I am going to do. I am just, it sucks that it takes something like this to kind of light that fire inside of me to be like, what are you going to change? What do you need to change in your life to make you feel fulfilled and keep moving forward? So I would love some help here. My plan now is, once I'm a little more acclimated and kind of in a little better health, I'd like to start a nonprofit to help leukemia patients with like financial assistance for life expenses, whether that's living expenses, paying some bills, just helping them get through this. I've been so blessed and so fortunate, and I know not everyone who gets a diagnosis is a young, healthy lawyer who doesn't have a family to support. And so I know there are a lot of people out there who need help, and I would love to try and find a way to create something to get them that help. That financial assistance would be one goal. Another would be increasing donor pools. My little brother is actually getting tested to see if he's going to be a bone marrow stem cell match for me. If he's a 100% match, I think we're going to go ahead and give the transplant a try. Otherwise, we're going to go my chemo treatment plan, which is excellent. And so my doctors would only go the transplant route if they're, it's I'm not going to say it's a sure thing, but if he's a 100% match. So I think trying to increase awareness about getting tested to become part of these donor pools and potentially save lives. I would love to incorporate that as well. And I'd also want to spread awareness about like early warning signs and symptoms of leukemia. I truly thought that I had a nasty sinus infection that just wasn't responding to antibiotics for about a month. I was just telling everyone, yeah, I think it's allergies. I think it's a sinus infection. I had zero idea what I was dealing with until I went to the emergency room and they wanted to do x-rays and found a mass in my chest. And so that blew me away, that I would have missed all these signs that I never would have even known were leukemia. So if anyone has any experience with helping set up a charity, a nonprofit, or knows of other maybe similar organizations that I could reach out to and pick their brains or figure out what they do, what they may need help with, I would really appreciate that so much. Any advice, any tips, anything like that, I would love to get started on that in the coming future. But I want to end this again by saying thank you so much for the generous care package, generous gift, just for being part of this family, for helping so many people, not just me, all the student leaders who've been impacted throughout camp in so many ways, not just learning about leadership, but this camp is more impactful than just teaching team bonding and communication skills, and we all know that it goes further than that, and it touches lives much deeper than that. So again, thank you all so much. I can't wait to see you guys again and meet those of you who I haven't. Hopefully one day I'll get to get back to camp and maybe get present a lesson in person, not over Zoom, or maybe torque at a late night session. I don't know. We'll see. But all right, y'all. Big Daddy out.